Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Oi, gente.
Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Oi, gente.
So, I don't know if you checked it, but we made the first part of this video in Yasin and Alessandra's channel,
Yeah.
which is called Made in Turkey. You can go there and check if you want. So pause this video, we'll wait for you to go and check the 3 things that I like about your country and the 3 things that he likes about my country.
So now we will try to record the second part of this video, which is which part we didn't like about Brazil and about Turkey.
And he
Right?
said, we'll try to record because maybe we'll kill each other before doing it. But I hope not.
Let's start.
For those of you who don't know and that just arrived to this channel through this video, I am Vitória
I'm Janer,
and I am Brazilian.
Turkish.
And we're together, should I say this?
We are a couple.
We are a couple, and here our impressions are just first impressions because I only lived for 3 months in Turkey.
And I'm living.
A few moments later.
And I'm living in Brazil only for 2 months. So it's just first impression.
Anyway, comment down below if you're Turkish or Brazilian or have been to these countries and you agree with us or
Yeah.
you disagree with us. Let's start.
So I'm starting and I'm checking my list, and the first point is danger. Yeah, the Brazil is danger, at least dangerous than Turkey, because I lived in 24 years in Turkey and I was not feeling dangerous. You know, everywhere is a dangerous and not dangerous, is a bit dangerous, and if you are living in a country, you know which part is dangerous and which part is not dangerous, and you are acting for this. But in this case, I am in the new country and I don't know where is dangerous and where is really not dangerous, but I am sure that Brazil is more dangerous than I am sure Brazil is more dangerous than Turkey. I was not worried when I was in Turkey because I knew which part is good, which part is bad, and I was acting for this. But in Brazil, I think it's always a bit dangerous. I'm not talking about the whole Brazil, by the way. I'm talking about Brasilia. I stayed in Rio de Janeiro before, and Rio is more dangerous than Brasilia, but also Brasilia is dangerous city. And I don't worried about security when I was at the street, but in Brazil always you have to be wary.
Yes.
Maybe not even always, but mostly. It would be good for you if you are worried about every time.
Yeah, definitely. This is related to what I said that I like in Turkey. Because in there I also felt a lot more secure than I feel in here. Even though all Latin America is like this, even when we travel to Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Peru, people know Brazilians for being always alert and always kind of paranoid.
They're always like paranoid, like be careful in there, don't go from there, come here, don't stay in that line. Always these kind of things. And after sunset, you should be definitely careful, and it's terrible. You're always be careful.
Definitely. One thing that I don't like about Turkey is about intimacy. I am Latina and I lived here for 22 years and I'm used to some kind of intimacy. I'm not even talking about the people that you don't know on the street, like that you can make friends with, because we know that. That's how Latino countries are. But I'm talking about like family, friends. I feel that in Turkey, intimacy is something much harder to acquire with your family and with your friends. And some things that for me are normal and some ways that I expect my friends to be intimate with me, I feel are not normal for you guys. So this is a really big difference that I saw and that I didn't like that much.
Yeah, and my second bad point is about Brazil is technology. I don't know why. Brazil is really big country and Brazil has really big economy, but I think the government is not showing this economy to the citizen, because the technology is always low level. Like when you go to the ATM, when you want to take money or put money to ATM, it's too difficult. Like, for example, in Turkey we are just putting money and just taking the money, and I saw in many countries they are just doing this. But in here, it's giving you the later, you're putting your money to later, giving the money, and you cannot see in your bank account, in your bank application, in your telephone, you cannot see directly. You have to wait one more day or two more days. And also, this situation you can see in the metro, you can see in the bus, in the public transportation. You are always using the low level of technology. It's the old buses, old metros, or old ATMs, or old machines. You always see this and use this, and sometimes it's really boring you, it's really disturbing you, because we are almost in 2020 and this technology is unacceptable for a country like Brazil. It's so big economy, and you cannot accept this technology. And sometimes I'm really shocked. And are you really using this in this year?
Like the
It's-
ATM case. He
Yeah,
was
it's really
shocked
bothering me.
because we need an envelope to give the money to the machine. He was so annoyed by that.
And you cannot do this with every ATM. And if you are not do this with ATMs, you have to go to the bank, you have to wait a lot of time, you put money with cash. It's so bad.
Yes, it is so bad, but it's not worse than the next thing that I will say that I don't like about Turkey.
What is it?
Maybe some Turks will be offended by this. I really not enjoy the melancholy of Turkish youth. I really don't like it, because I'm not saying about specific people. I have to be clear about that. All Jenny's friends, I really enjoyed them, and they were also very happy all the time, smiling and trying to talk to me. But you can tell that in Turkish youth, people feel, I don't know, somehow sad. It's like, I don't know, Brazil is a young country. We have 500 years maximum. Turkey has been an empire and has been like the biggest country in the world, and now it's not anymore. So maybe because of this, people actually carry this drama and melancholy thing. A lot of people smoke, a lot of young people smoke in Turkey, and maybe that's why I felt like this. But yeah, it's actually something that I don't like, I don't enjoy about your country.
Yeah, I think it's about the bit culture, because you can see in the television all drama, in the soap operas all drama, all melancholy, in the restaurants, in bars, all melancholic, all sad songs. I don't know, I think it's about culture, but you were right, you are right.
Wait, even like, people will be mad about this, I will tell you.
So my third point, and it's most disturbing me, most annoying me in fucking this country. Okay, let's.
No, I liked it. I will put my favorite.
So the thing is, waiting on the line. You are fucking waiting on the line 30 minutes. Like you are in the
That is
supermarket.
called civilization, dude.
No, you are in the supermarket. Everyone doesn't care anything, and everyone is so slow, so fucking slow. Like beep, put new thing, beep, put. It's so slow. It's always so slow when you are in the supermarket. Like I'm serious about this. They have at least 20, 15 cajeros, and still you have to wait at least 20 minutes for 1 or 2 person in front of you. That is just 1 person or that is just 2 person, but you still have to wait 20 minutes because everyone is so slow and the system is so slow. And it's not only in supermarkets.
Yeah.
When you are go to the anywhere, you always have to wait. And if you do, like, I'm serious and I'm sure if you do this in Turkey, people will be so mad and crazy and people definitely will start to fight. What are you doing? Do it this fast. Are we waiting in here until the night? Fuck this shit. Like, it will be definitely like this and I really hate it. And this is not only in Brazil, it's also the American countries has this system. Yeah, in everywhere. Like the worst one I think in Colombia, it's you are waiting a lot in there also, but in everywhere is like this. And I don't know, you are always waiting in the line. Okay, line culture is really good thing because we don't have in Turkey. Everyone is like, you are waiting in the line, the other person is coming and going in front of you and you have to argue with this. The line culture, I am defending the line culture, but not like this. Please, fast, please.
Okay, so since he said the thing that annoys him the most, I would say the thing that annoys me, like, I cannot even begin to describe it, and it's about water. Well, I said
it's such a normal thing.
No,
by the way, I'm saying
it's a normal
firstly,
thing if
it's
you
such
want
a
to
normal
ruin
thing.
the
And
planet
probably,
or something.
probably you will hear it first time, and you will ask, why she's talking about this? It's so normal. But let her talk.
The thing is, here in Brazil, water is something normal. I don't know if it's because of the weather or something. We are used to have free water. If you go to malls, you have like a place that you can drink water for free. It's a normal thing. We are people, like we're not animals or something. But even some places like Brasilia, we have a law. It's mandatory for every single restaurant to give you a cup of water for free. For free. You don't pay anything. Because it's water, yeah? It's not something complex. But in Turkey, and I believe in other countries in Europe,
I don't think so.
there is no water filter at home.
Ah, right.
It's such an easy concept. You just go and you put on your sink something that cleans the water, and you can drink the water from the sink that has been cleaned by this filter. But in Turkey, you actually have to go to the supermarket and buy bottles of water. Like, what? Don't you realize that the planet is almost collapsing? Do you have to make like 1 bottle of water per person per day of trash? This doesn't make any sense. You have to pay for water, and it's not like, if you think about it, 1 bottle, it's not expensive at all. But if you think that every day you have to buy one, like, it doesn't make any sense. I paid like 60 lira for 1 water filter and I have it for 2 years. So this is something that makes me mad in all senses: economic sense, environmental sense. It doesn't make, we are people, we can think about this kind of technology.
I'm not sure, but that it's not that cheap in Turkey, this system. You have to buy and they have to come to your house and they change the system. In here it's so easy, you are just changing the thing and that's it. But I know some people did this in Turkey close to my family, and I saw, and it was not like, it was like 1,000 lira, something like that.
Whoa.
Which is $250, something like that. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I remember like this, and it's not that much cheap thing.
Still, I want to say congratulations to you, the person who did this in Turkey. The planet's thanking you. Humankind is thanking you. Tebrikler. That's what I want to say. So now that you saw us getting mad at each other's country, if you want to say some positive things, just go to part 1 of this video where we talk about the 3 things that we love about each other's country. Or if you want to watch something else, We have a lot more videos in your channel. Go ahead and check it out. Subscribe to get to know us better. And give a thumbs
It
up.
must be from there.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.